Alright viewers, I need y'all to help me water the plants today. Thought I'd do a little vlog, nothing different than the last couple of days. I really didn't think this poinsettia was going to make it, but it's doing remarkably well. Need to put some mulch around it. Haven't ever did good with azaleas on this side because it's under the eave of the porch there, and we never really took care of them until recently. But I planted these azalea bushes back in, it must have been around 85. Several of them died, but these have hung in there. I want to give my irises a drink today. They didn't have any roots when I stuck them baby ones in there, but they're staying green, so maybe they're getting some nourishment while they develop some roots. But I want to keep them wet until such time as they do have some roots. It's occurred to me that dragging the hose out every day, I might accidentally drag it through this poinsettia here, and I couldn't stand to break it after I put all the work into trying to keep it alive. So I found a metal pipe laying over here and drove it in the corner. So if I do drag a hose through here without thinking, that'll probably keep it off the flower. Gotta get my mulch on there. This knockout rose I planted last year. I need to get out here and weed eat around these, but speaking of weed eating, it's time for the weed killer man again. And then what am I referring to? I'm referring to getting my weed sprayer trailer out and go running around the property spraying everything, especially out there in that rolled up garden area. See if we can kill everything out there where the old vegetable garden was. Alright, let's see if my pipe works. I'm dragging along and dragging along. We're doing all right. Hummingbirds have showed up kind of on the late side. I don't know why, but for the last couple of days we've had quite a few hummingbirds out here. We haven't had many up until now. Alright, this knockout rose here, we planted it, what, year and a half ago. These Easter lilies over here, we planted them last year. She bought them at the store in a pot. And they were pretty when they were blooming orange. In fact, I think I made a video about it. But after the blooms died out and I stuck them out here in the ground, they came up this spring. They won't bloom early. They don't bloom at Easter. They force them to bloom at Easter. So they call them Easter lilies. But they bloom later in the year. They're doing real good though. My little garden area, such as it is here, isn't much. When we first moved here in 1983, back about where the house is, behind there is where our mobile home was, and about where the house is now, I took some railroad cross ties and made a big raised bed area, like a big rectangle, filled it up with dirt, and we grew tulips in it, and they do real good in the spring, but the rest of the year they just don't look good at all. I won't never have another big tulip bed. Gardening is a lot of work, more than I can really put into it. But just for our own pleasure, got these few flowers here. This is a white, I'm going to say white, more of a yellow rose. And I don't know much about taking care of roses. I see the leaves about done fell off. Maybe I need to spray them or something. These yellow things over here, we bought them this year at Lowe's. They're called a bush daisy. Mainly the reason I'm out here now is to fill up the bird feeder. But I thought we'd give these flowers a little drink while I'm here and talking about them. My pet chicken over here is just keeping guard on everything. I made him out of a shovel and a whole piece of a tater rake, and you see there's a bit off of a bulldozer bucket. His head is made out of creepers from the railroad. His comb is wrenches all welded on there. Got some washers welded to him for eyeballs. His legs are an axle out of an old utility trailer. His toes are some lag bolts I welded on there. Need to do some more little yard art. Ain't got the time, got too many projects as it is. Still got a lot of bushes and weeds to cut down around here. What I need to do this afternoon is get my keys and go empty my truck. I don't need to keep that truckload of limbs in my driveway. All I do to maintain this garden, I know it needs a lot more work, but just for my bird feeding and stuff, something to attract the butterflies and whatever, and something for us to look at while we're sitting on the porch. Lost my train of thought. But all I do to maintain them is run around them with a lawnmower and then take a trimmer, a battery operated trimmer, and trim in between them. I know what I'm going to do. I don't feel like messing with them limbs, so I'm going to look away and count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Abracadabra. Limbs go away. Hey, it worked. By golly, it worked. Them limbs are gone. I wonder if I can make the ones disappear out here hanging off the tree. I'll have to save that magic trick for another day. Thanks for tuning in, my friend.